What is good, Credit people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobby Lamb, and we got a more serious topic today, and that we're talking about the passing of MF Doom. And I know we're usually doing jokes and everything on most of the videos, but today I saw a problem in the hip-hop culture that I really wanted to address. So without further ado, RIP MF Doom, but also the problem with RIP culture. Let's talk about it. Okay, so just to give a little background on MF Doom passing away, essentially the night of New Year's Eve, as we all know, since we were on Twitter, Instagram, all social medias, MF Doom passed away, including a slew of rappers shouting him out or sending their condolences, as well as fans alike, all on social media such as Drake, Yachty, Ugly God, Denzel Curry, Schoolboy Q, even Playboi Carti, but like the list goes on. MF Doom was even in Playboi Carti's lyrics on a Whole Lotta Red on the song Stop Breathing. And so I guess the nickname of your favorite rapper's favorite rapper actually came true when it came down to his legacy. Now, for those of you who don't know who MF Doom is or was, don't be ashamed. I was the same way, and that's actually part of the video that I'll be getting into later. But just a little brief description of stuff that I researched and heard online was that he was highly regarded for his lyricism and production, with his peak popularity in the early 2000s. And obviously he was most known for wearing a mask, which was the Marvel supervillain of Mr. Doom. That's why his name was MF Doom, although he did go by other rap names, but MF Doom was like his main one. And lastly, before we get into the problem with RIP culture, we actually found out later on that night, on New Year's Eve night, that he actually passed away on a Halloween earlier this year in 2020, so October 31st, which is kind of ironic given, like, you know, he wears a mask and all that, and that his family just decided to keep it quiet while they mourned, which is pretty respectful, because when their father or brother or just their family member in general passes away, they don't want social media like reaching out to them when they just want to be alone and mourn by themselves. So completely understand that. But either way, it was still a massive tragedy in hip-hop from what I've seen, not to mention the fact that it was way too early at the age of 49 years old. But now, finally, the problem that I witnessed after this rapper passed away, MF Doom, but also from King Von, Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, and pretty much everybody who's an entertainer. And then, just to give a little context, at first I was super apprehensive to send my condolences online, saying RIP MF Doom on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, and all that, because I will be the first to admit, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I knew nothing about MF Doom. I have not listened to one song, or at least I don't think so. Maybe I heard it on the radio and just didn't realize it was him. So it almost felt disrespectful for me to tweet or post on Instagram saying RIP Doom when I didn't know much about him. I didn't want to send fake love. Not that I don't want to send my condolences out, because I do, but I just didn't want to follow into a trend of saying RIP Doom when I didn't necessarily feel it, but I just wanted to fit into a trend. And the one thing I hate on this planet is the fake love of the internet. Just saying and liking things just because someone else does, and it makes them feel like they'll have more friends online or fit in better. But bro, on the internet, it connects literally the entire planet. Are you telling me you can't find similarities and a connection with anybody else on this planet? There are communities for everything, even like illegal shit like fucking furry and weird ass fetishes. Like, no matter what weird interests you have, there are gonna be other people you can find on the internet. So there's no point in being fake and saying you like something when you didn't. But anyway, the reason I was apprehensive to actually send my condolences saying RIP Doom on Twitter and Instagram was because I wanted to let the actual fans mourn on social media, maybe teach me a thing or two about who MF Doom actually was and why he was so significant in your life and how you felt when he passed away, because I am just not the person to be sending out that message, you feel me? Because again, I didn't even know who he was. It just didn't feel right for me to not genuinely act like I was mourning when there are truly people out there who were. That being said though, I did end up on Twitter and Instagram, now on YouTube, RIP Doom, to send my condolences, just because no matter who it is, everybody has someone who loved another person who passed away. So of course I'm gonna empathize with y'all. I don't wish death upon anybody. Everybody on this planet is special, no homo, and everybody on this planet has somebody who loves them. So of course, anyone who passes away, there are people dying every second of the day, even right now as I speak, as you watch this video. So rest in peace to all those people as well. And that's not to take any significance away from MF Doom passing away. I just don't want y'all to think that I don't care. And something significant before I actually said RIP online was I felt almost forced to say it, in that people in my replies after he passed away, because I didn't really mention anything about it, I said something about Cardi because Whole Lotta Red just dropped like 4 days prior. People were questioning my morality in the replies on completely unrelated tweets because I didn't say RIP to MF Doom, which doesn't make sense because I didn't say anything bad about it. I just didn't want to speak on it because I didn't know anything about it. So that's where the problem with the RIP culture starts. It's like people are expecting every single person to send their condolences even when they don't even know about it. For example, like some dude in fucking Saudi Arabia, their mom died, and yeah, I sent my condolences out to you, but that doesn't mean I need to publicly say RIP to Saudi Arabian prince's mother, because I didn't know her, I didn't know the dude, I didn't know anybody even closely related to their circle. And again, I just didn't want to fall into the trend in hip hop saying RIP MF Doom just for some simple likes and retweets. And to be completely frank with y'all, I was just simply way too young to even listen to MF Doom, because as I said before in the background information about him, he popped off in like early 2000s, bro. I didn't even like girls back. I mean, well, I still don't. I wasn't even listening to music back then. I was still watching like Backyardigans or some shit. And most likely for y'all too, because I know a lot of y'all call me an old head at age 24, but a lot of y'all are way younger than me by like 10 years or a little bit less than that. But still, I know a lot of y'all didn't know who the fuck MF Doom was. So I just want to make it clear, like, you don't need to send condolences publicly. You should respect people's death and you should send your condolences, but that doesn't mean that you need to act fake online. It annoys the hell out of me when fallen rappers like, say, King Von, who's the most recent one, actually MF Doom is, but Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, they all went up like 1 million followers in a day after they passed away. And it's like, what are you people following him for or following them for? The point of following an account is to see their next upcoming posts and updates about them, but they literally cannot post or send you updates on their account given that they passed away. So literally the only point of people following the account is so that they can brag or get more attention from people or sympathy points that are completely fake for saying that they were a fan before they passed away, so they can be like cool. I don't know. And because of that, I just refuse to follow these accounts saying that I was a fan of them. And again, I respect that they passed away. I feel for all of the people who loved them, but I just don't want to be a part of this RIP culture problem. It's almost like cancel culture, but just the opposite. And I know there are exceptions of people who, you know, just because that person passed away, they checked out their music and then they become genuine fans and then they follow. I completely understand that, and that is okay. But the far majority of the public that follows all of these fallen rappers is not genuine. Even Ugly God spoke on the situation, and I completely agree with him in that he posted on his story, y'all dudes did not listen to Doom, which is so true. I know for a fact that Ugly God definitely did, because his lyrics and style of music is definitely inspired by MF Doom. I believe he's even spoken on it. Same with like Trippie Redd, Drake, and a lot of those people. Your favorite rappers, so it all makes sense. But a lot of these kids on social media definitely did not listen to MF Doom, who are saying RIP to him. Now, Lil Yachty responded in the comments after Akademiks reposted Ugly God's story saying you can still show respect. So I get both sides, because Yachty is right. You can still show your respect, but I think that saying RIP Doom when you don't mean it is not respectful. There's like a fine line between respect and fake love. But then Ugly God responds back with something pretty strong, saying, y'all acting like y'all can't tell the difference between showing respect and being fake sad. Shit, maybe y'all can't. And I think he's right. A lot of these kids don't understand the difference between fake love and showing respect. I think the fake love surpasses the respect when rap fans who weren't even a fan of MF Doom start forcing other people to send condolences when they weren't even a fan themselves. But either way, because I can see both perspectives of Yachty and Ugly God. In conclusion, the biggest thing for me is just be genuine. I know we can't always read if someone's being genuine online because it's all text or it can all be fake. You really got to be in front of a person to read their facial expressions and see how they really are thinking. People just got to stop doing the most online just for attention and likes so that they can personally gain attention out of someone else's passing. And that's the last thing I wanted to do. And that is why at first I did not say RIP MF Doom. And I just wanted to explain this all in a video so that maybe other people can understand, and maybe hopefully we can make a difference in RIP culture and be a lot more respectful about it. Now, I do understand that, you know, death brings up a lot of controversy and emotions in people, so that could also stir up, and maybe this can never be solved given that the human psyche is imperfect. But yeah, kids, do not feel forced to say RIP anybody or to fall into trends that you personally just don't have a connection with. And so with that, it's your boy Bob Lamb signing off, saying RIP to my career after this video because I might get canceled low key. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I right about RIP culture, or do you think everybody should say RIP, insert celebrity here just to, you know, pay your respects? Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description, or join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cut people. Know what I'm saying?